Hey guys, it's Hannah here and I am back today with my what I wore in April. I haven't done this series the last 2 months, I think, due to me preparing and then filming my decluttering series. So I think in July I just ran out of time for June. I may have done June, I don't think I did though. And in July I ended up doing my declutter before I was able to film that, so everything just kind of ended up back where it was supposed to be, and I forgot to keep it out for you. So I do have what I wore in August though ready for you. We'll see how we go with September. September's going to be a little bit of an interesting one. It is the month before I get married, so there's just a lot going on. Hence the bulk filming I am doing today. You're basically every September video I'm probably going to look like this. Sorry, is what it is. But that is what this month kind of is going to look like based on the time I have available. Sorry, but I have videos. Let's get into the products I used this month. There were some really good ones. I think because it was declutter time, I really picked the good stuff this month. So base products, I am panning my Refi primer, my L'Oreal Fresh Wear foundation, my Ulta Beauty matte eye primer, the Very Valentino concealer, and the Luna Beauty Luniversal powder. I permanently have in my Bobbi Brown color corrector in light bisque. My brow products of choice are the Benefit Precisely My Brow and the Precisely My Brow Gel. And as my clear brow at the moment is the Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax. I always have in a lip balm. Again, I'm currently panning the Auric Glow Lust, and my mascara that is currently open is the L'Oreal Panorama. So those are kind of the things that don't change. I will give you my final thoughts on the mascara next month when it's time for it to be thrown out. But otherwise, these are stable products in my collection, in my makeup drawer, or things I'm panning. Speaking of panning, the cheap products that I am panning are just put them back in because I just finished filming that video. The Drunk Elephant Be Goldy Bright Drops, which I mix in with my foundation, the MAC Glow Play Blush in Blush Please, and the Rare Beauty Bronzer Stick in Bright Side. So, and two things that are currently also just living in my makeup drawer are the Hourglass Voyeur Eyeliner in Cave. This is going to be a new thing that I'm panning, and then my KVD Tattoo Liner in Mad Max Brown. So that is what lives in my drawer. So let's talk about the things I picked out specifically for this month. Going with cheeks, while I am panning a cream bronzer, I still always put in a powder bronzer, and this month it was the Milani Sunlight Silky Matte Powder Bronzer. This is probably the fairest bronzer I have in my collection, which is why I pulled it out for winter. It is absolutely beautiful. It blends wonderfully on the skin. It's got a gorgeous neutral undertone, so when I'm nice and fair, it gives me some warmth, but it's not orange. And it's silky and matte, as the name would suggest. I still like to throw some blushes in to keep that in rotation, even though I'm panning my MAC. So the first one was the Half Magic Cheek Fluff in Pink Mushroom, and this is definitely going to be the blush I pan next year because I almost hit pan on it this month. So I did hit pan on my MAC this month, and I almost hit pan on this one. Like, you can see the ring, and you can see right there where it's so close to hitting pan. So this will definitely be what I'm panning blush-wise next year, which is really exciting. And then we have the M Cosmetics Heaven's Glow Blush in Baroque. This is just the most gorgeous, true, like, neutral brown, glowy blush. The MAC is kind of on the pinky, cool side. Half Magic is on the peachier, and this is True Cool, which was wonderful. Eyes, I really had a lot of fun playing with my eyeshadows this month, and honestly, the thing I reached for almost every single day was the Colourpop Going Coconuts palette. This is just phenomenal. It is a super easy neutral palette, but the shimmers still pack a punch, which is amazing, and the mattes are beautiful. And I did mostly reach for the mattes in this palette this month. I think there was 2 or 3 times I reached for the shimmers, but I pulled a lot of singles this month. So this was definitely pulled mostly for the mattes because they paired perfectly with the 4 special kind of shadows I worked with. So my 2 new ones, which was in my most recent haul, we've got the Patrick Tar Major Dimension Eye Illusion Eyeshadow Duo in Talk to My Team. This is absolutely phenomenal, but I do find it works best when paired with the glitter glue. What I do like is that you can get that kind of sheer sparkle with this, but the way I like my shimmers to behave, I definitely pulled out my Too Faced glitter glue to get some more impact. These are just, it's so expensive, but it is absolutely beautiful. Like, yeah, no, you're not gonna be able to see. Like, it's absolutely stunning. I wore it multiple times. I wore them together both times, and they were great. My new love affair is the Half Magic Glitter Pug in Glimmer Pop. This is everything I want in a sparkly eyeshadow and then some. So I have the glitter puck in the original Dopamine Sparkle, which is a pink shade, and I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. But Glimmer Pop is a neutral, and I will wear a neutral glitter, a neutral sparkle, literally any day. I've worn this to work. It's just so wet looking, and it stays so beautifully. It is not being done justice by the camera. It is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I forgot my hat, but oh. Then we have the Lisa Eldridge Liquid Lurex in Emily. This is something I bought that I thought could be kind of a comparative product for me as the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize in Oyster Pearl. And it is a very similar tone in being that like taupey brown color, but this definitely, I prefer it with a matte in the crease and then this over the lid just kind of tapped out. I feel like it brings out that shine a little bit more and just has a little bit more oomph, and the dry down is beautiful. And then the last one, I've used this both all over the lid and as an inner corner. I have not given this enough love recently, and I pulled it out and there is no way it was leaving my collection once I started using it again, because before this, the reason I put this specifically in my, these 2 products had specific purpose going in my makeup basket this month, because I've realized cream shadows, the only real cream shadow I use is the Charlotte Tilbury. So I needed to know if this as a liquid is something I would reach for or not. And then when it comes to my special eyeshadows, I have so many now. I needed to know if this, which is Earthshine by NARS, I don't think I even ended up saying that, still stood up, because like it's an old formulation. Like it looks more of a traditional metallic with the blue sparkle, but it still just does something special on the eyes. It is so, it is like the Going Coconut shimmers. It still has that punch to it, and that blue sparkle just makes it so special. I love it. So I use it in the inner corner, and I've used it all over the lid. It was wonderful. And then the last palette didn't get as much love as I thought it would. I've probably only worn it 3 times, including right now, and that is the Kaleidos, it's the coffee one. Java, Cocoa, it's the brown one. It's the brown quad. I love this. Like, I specifically use the bottom, the base and the radiate shade the most. Like, it is go-to beautiful sparkle. I have all 4 on today to get that kind of deeper look that you can't even see because of the lighting of this room now being stark white, and I don't have any contrast, and the lights are actually gone. So it's a whole thing. This is beautiful. It is on the cooler tone, which a lot of what I wore this month was very much in that neutral, little bit pinky with the Patrick Tar, cooler with the Lisa Eldridge, very neutral with the Glimmer Pop. So it was a little bit of everything this month, which was great. But I do love that palette too, it's fantastic. Highlighter, as I mentioned, I forgot to tell you, was Natasha Denona Super Glow. Again, this was kind of on the chopping block because I wasn't quite sure if I loved it, and I've been wearing it all month. Spoiler alert, I had another highlighter in here. It got decluttered, so this is what I've worn since. Amazing, absolutely phenomenal. So glad to have it. And then we have lips. Well, no, and we have fragrance. I've been doing fragrances. I've been pulling 3 fragrances to focus on, and this month's pulls were amazing. All right, lip liners. I'm gonna leave the special lip for extra. I pulled 3 ColourPops this month. Now let's talk about, I'm all over the place. This month was Book Week, which is where in Australian schools, you dress up as a book character and you go around your school and do like a parade. And this year I was the Queen of Hearts. So, and our whole staff was Alice in Wonderland. It was wonderful. It was great. But I was the Queen of Hearts. So obviously, being me, I went all out with the makeup. I borrowed one of Erin's Morphe palettes and did the full bright blue matte to the brow, and I did the Love Heart lips. So I have ColourPop Bit Chat, which is the red lip liner, and then I have Candy Cane from Too Faced. This was my red lip. The only time I wore it was for that. It is literally my only red lip combo for the exact reason of I don't wear a red lip often. But when I do, that is it. What I reach for on a regular basis were my Beeper and BFF. I've got BFF on today, which is a real true nude. Little bit on the warmer side, and then we've got Beeper, which is a little bit deeper and a little bit cooler of a neutral there. Both browns, both phenomenal. What I have paired with BFF today is Fenty Beauty Blazed Donut Gloss Bomb Stick. I love this. It is a milky gloss bomb, but because it's lighter than my lips and it's sheerer, it actually just gives them a creaminess. It doesn't lighten it. It's just gorgeous. I was very much on a nude kick, as I usually am. We have Natasha Denona Natasha from the I Need a Nude collection, which is basically a slightly deeper, more fuller color of the Fenty Beauty. Like, it's a true beautiful neutral. And then YSL Love Shine in 202, I think this is. It was my coolest toned lip. So, again, glossy and beautiful. And then I did also use the Too Faced Kissing Jelly Lip Gloss Oil Hybrid in Watermelon, Sour Watermelon. This is gorgeous. It's just a super sheer tint. It just gave a pinkiness to my lips when I needed it. I paired it with the Natasha and I paired it on its own with a lip liner. Both ways were perfect. I really enjoyed everything that I used this month, which isn't saying much considering the things that I didn't like did get decluttered. But yes, this was a really awesome makeup month. I enjoyed it a lot and I cannot wait to pull my makeup basket for September. There's definitely going to be some kind of extras here and there that aren't part of my regular pool. So like I've got my bridal shower at the end of the month. That makeup's not going to be in my makeup basket pool. And then I need to do a couple of last minute trials of things for wedding day makeup. So there's that. And I said I was going to talk about my fragrances and I still somehow forgot. All right. So we have the Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 48 Mist. I love this stuff. This will be what I'm wearing today. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is, what is it even described as? Guava nectar, sunlit orchid, and sensuous pink musk. I know, it's beautiful. It is my favorite Sol de Janeiro scent, even over 40. So that's saying something. It's just so fresh. I love it. It's gorgeous. Then we have Viktor and Rolf Bon Bon, which, my poor perfume bottles. This is absolutely gorgeous. It is, again, it's a sweeter fragrance. It's I don't even know how to describe the notes on this. It's sweet and beautiful, and I love the packaging, and I wore it a lot, and I love it. And then we have DKNYB Delicious, the good old apple fragrance. I don't get a whole lot of, like, I get a bit of apple when I spray this, but there's so much more to it. It's wonderful. It's, I was gonna say it's pretty full. It's actually almost half empty. Crazy how this bottle is so deceptive. It's wonderful. I really enjoy it. I can't explain fragrances really well, but I've really enjoyed those three this month. Really happy with them. All right, so that is what I wore in August. Let me know in the comments what you guys have been wearing lately. I love to see all of your fantastic looks, hear about the products you're using, whether you love them, whether they're not quite it for you. Let us know in the comments. We can have a chat. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and click subscribe to stay tuned for more. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.